not just important to make sure that you make a profit off every sale, it's also important because being able to find the right supplier might even be the difference between you being able to start this business or simply giving up because you think it's too hard or you can't afford it. With the right product and the right supplier, it's possible you can start your business with as little as $500 to $1,000 in inventory. You could, of course, spend more if you want to, but the point is that finding the right supplier can help you get started with whatever your budget is without having to risk more than you really have to. So let's go see exactly what to look for and how to find them. The right supplier will let you place your first order for a low initial quantity. They'll offer you a price that lets you make a good profit, and they'll provide the best quality product possible. And to find suppliers, you really only need two resources. The first is Alibaba. This is just simply a supplier search site that connects you with tens of thousands of suppliers all over the world. You use Alibaba to find a supplier for almost every product sold on Amazon except for nutritional supplements and beauty creams. Now the second is Google. So if you do want to find a supplier that makes supplements or beauty creams or anything that goes on your skin, you simply head on over to Google. You type in the type of product you're looking for. In this case, let's imagine we're looking for vitamin D. Then you just add the word private label to the end of your search phrase and press the search button. And once you search, you'll find more suppliers than you can ever need. In this case, I see over 11 million results showing up in about half a second. Now, that doesn't mean there's 11 million private label suppliers for this product, but there definitely are hundreds and not thousands of them that you can find on Google. And after looking through just the first page results, I was doing this a little bit ago, I found one supplier that was willing to get us going with a minimum order quantity of only 72 bottles. This did not used to be the case 3-5 years ago. So these minimum order quantities, especially for products in the United States, were much higher, but now they're facing competition and they're looking for people like us to sell products to. Now, on Alibaba, you first search for the product that you want to source. So let's go in and do that. We'll type in essential oil diffuser, for example, and then you'll see hundreds, maybe thousands of listings from different suppliers for all different types of oil diffusers. Right here, I see over 97,000 products from over 1,426 suppliers. Just crazy how many suppliers and products are on Alibaba. Now you scroll through the listings here, looking for ones that most closely match the product that you found on Amazon when doing your product research. And once you find a match, you just click on the photo to go to the supplier's product page. Now, here's a supplier's product page, but before we actually look at the information on here, let's go back and look at our criteria. Remember how we said the first step is to finding the right supplier is to make sure they have a low initial order quantity? Well, here on this product, we can order as little as 5 units if we wanted to. Or if we wanted to say order 100 units, we could still source this product for less than $500. Now, you'd like to try to get about 200 or 300 units to really give you enough to jumpstart your sales, but as you can see from here, there are lots of options to get started for only a small investment in your inventory. Now let's go back and take a look at the price again. For this product, the price ranges from $4.22 up to $4.69 per diffuser. The price that you get is going to be based upon the quantity you order and how good of a job you do when convincing suppliers that you'll order more in the future. Now, we use our own templates here to figure out exactly what to say to our suppliers, but in general, it's not that hard. You simply click on the Contact Supplier button. That's going to take you to their own detail page to contact them. This is what one looks like right here. And then you're going to ask them for their official pricing at 1,000 units and 5,000 units. And the reason that we're asking for such high quantities is you want to see how low they can truly go on their price. Now, once you know what their low price is for 5,000 units, you can negotiate a lower price for your starting order of just a few hundred units. You might not and probably won't get that low of a price, but it gives you a target to go for to know what their bottom line truly is. Now, once you hear back from suppliers, I like to keep track of everything and all this information in a spreadsheet so we can easily tell which suppliers we reached out to, which were willing to give us good deals, and keep track of all of them. Now, the last thing that we want to look at is make sure that you can get the best quality product as possible and still make a good profit with it. You need both of those. To do this, you always want to order 2 or 3 samples from different suppliers so you can test out their quality. And most good suppliers, they'll even reimburse you for the sample cost once you place an order with them. And spending just a little more money on a higher quality product, and Jason and Matt and I and everyone else, we can attest to this, It absolutely results in more profits through less refunds, better and more reviews, higher customer satisfaction, and also more repeat customers. So now that you know the 3 criteria for finding the right supplier for your new product, as well as the only 2 sites you need, Alibaba and Google, you know so much more than so many other people when trying to look at how to start this business. And again, you're probably wondering how long you expect this part of the process to take, finding the right supplier. And the answer is that you should be able to find a supplier and receive samples for their top choices in another 1 to 2 weeks. If you find that the samples and suppliers that you first work with don't fit what you're looking for, don't be afraid to contact more suppliers. It's easy to do using exactly what you learned right now, and finding the right supplier can really make your life a lot easier down the road. Now, one thing you might have already been asking yourself is, it's great if I can find these products, it's great I can find these suppliers, but how do I get those products wherever they're being made to Amazon? Well, the answer is pretty simple. You'll want to use a freight forwarder. Now, freight forwarders are companies whose entire business revolves around importing and exporting products from one country to another. They contact your suppliers directly for you, they schedule and coordinate all the shipping activities, and they handle every single piece of customs, duties, and paperwork so you don't have to. To this date, I know practically nothing about importing products, even though it's such a vital part of my business. But what I do know is the value of hiring a freight forwarder to take care of all that for me so that I never have to worry about that and I can focus on growing my business. Now, to find them, it's pretty simple. You simply do a search on Google for freight forwarders specializing in Amazon FBA, and you see hundreds of companies looking for your business. And once you place your order, your products need to be made and shipped. And this can seem like a really frustrating time because manufacturing your products typically takes about 30 days. And then having them shipped by ocean freight, which is the most cost efficient, also takes another 30 days. Now, both these time frames are estimates, and both can take less or even a bit more, depending on several factors. If you want to customize your product, it could take a little longer. If you want to go with a more basic product, it could take less. Custom packaging might take a little longer, but going with more basicing type that they offer can take less. There's lots of options here. Also, you can choose air freight or expedited ocean freight and get your shipping done in a fraction of the time. But in general, I like to estimate 30 days for each parts of these processes. So now, the main question a lot of new sellers have is, what do you do during this time? Do you simply do nothing and assume that you can't move forward at all with your business? Well, the answer is absolutely no. There are lots of things that you can continue doing, and you should continue doing to move your business forward. And we're going to cover those now.